You were out late at night grabbing some grilled skewers when you accidentally brought the top student and school beauty home. Even more unbelievable, that same night she crawled into your bed and you shoved her away. I only offered you a place to stay out of kindness. Don't go wrapping yourself around me. From that day on, she refused to leave. She did your laundry and cooked during the day, then climbed under the covers to warm your bed at night. Faced with a school beauty handing herself over on a silver platter, what guy could resist? You could only sigh in defeat. If you can't fight it, might as well lie back and enjoy it. The scene shifts. You're walking home, still warm skewers in hand, feeling pretty good about yourself, until you glance over and spot a girl curled up by the flower bed, letting the heavy rain hammer down on her. You almost keep walking, figuring it's none of your business, but something makes you stop. "Hey, you need help?" The girl flinches, then slowly lifts her head. "Thanks, I'm fine. Please just leave me alone." That's when you finally recognize her. Isn't that Su Chen Chen from your class? Sharp as a tack, always put together. And now she's got nowhere to go. Want me to call the cops for you? The second she hears cops, her head shakes so fast it could be a rattle. Then what? This is all school district housing. The nearest hotel's miles away. If you trust me, crash at my place for the night. You fully expected her to refuse. Instead, she looks a little embarrassed. Is that okay? I don't want to trouble you." You don't even hesitate. You grab her ice-cold arm and pull her up. "No trouble, come on." Su Chen Chen doesn't fight you, but she's still trying to sound proper. "It's so late, won't I bother your parents?" "You really don't have to do this for me." "Relax, I live alone, nobody to bother." You glance at her. You're not fishing for information, are you? She panics, afraid you've got the wrong idea, and shakes her head hard. "That's not what I meant at all. Of course I trust you." "Good, then let's go." You've been classmates with Su Chen Chen for 3 years. She's not just the school beauty, she's the undisputed top student, locked in first place year after year. The catch? Her family situation's rough. She's got this shy, icy personality and gets picked on by the other girls in class. You've stepped in a few times like some white knight, but the two of you barely interact. You don't even have each other's WeChat. You figured after graduation you'd never cross paths again, until tonight. By the time you get her inside, you dig a pale blue set of pajamas out of the closet and hand them over. Don't just stand there. Go take a hot shower before you catch a cold. Then you find a new towel and toothbrush. Towel and toothbrush are brand new. No clean pajamas left, but this set's clean. Make do for now. You give her a quick rundown on the appliances and step out of the bathroom. "I'll be outside. Yell if you need anything." "Go wash up." "Thank you." Her voice is barely louder than a mosquito. 20 minutes later, she finally pads out, one hand clutching the collar, the other holding up the waistband. The oversized pajamas leave her figure half hidden. You can just make out the soft rise of her chest. "Can you not stare like that? It's making me really self-conscious," she mumbles. You take a couple seconds to appreciate the view before snapping out of it and pretending to be casual as you grab slippers from the shoe cabinet. "Sorry, completely forgot. My bad." You even explain, worried she'll think they're dirty. "These are the guest slippers. Nobody's ever visited, so they're new. Feel free. It's fine. Thank you." She wiggles her cute toes into the slippers that are several sizes too big. "Sit for a bit. I'll grab the hairdryer." You point at the couch. The second you turn away, her whole body relaxes. She's thinking, if only I could stay here every day. You come back with the dryer, plug it in, and hand it to her. While she's drying her hair, you slip into the kitchen and shove the skewers into the microwave. A minute later, her hair's dry, and you poke your head out. "Su Chen Chen, come eat something. Fill that stomach." She waves her hands frantically. No, I'm not hungry. Just come eat. I already heated them up." You set the plate on the table without missing a beat. "Really, it's okay. You bought these. If I eat them, what will you have?" Her stomach's growling, but she's still putting on the polite act. "Why are you being so formal with me? Keep pushing and it'll just feel weird." You urge her again. At that, she finally gives in and walks over, whispering thank you. She only takes 2 squid skewers. "I'll just have these. The rest are yours." "No way." You wave it off. "I'm not hungry. Already had dinner. Bought these purely because I was craving them." "You're not going to starve, are you?" Su Chen Chen presses her lips together, doesn't argue anymore, and starts eating in small bites, pure enjoyment written all over her face. You watch her and wonder, are these skewers really that good? Never noticed before. After that, you leave her alone, scrolling short videos while you finish the rest of the squid in a few bites. Then you get up, toss the trash, and head to the bathroom. When you come back out, Su Chen is already carrying her wet clothes toward the balcony. She dumps the outerwear into the washing machine and freezes. Underneath is a purple lace lingerie set, sheer and cut out. You're a little thrown. That's not the kind of thing a quiet, good girl student usually wears. But you don't dwell on it. You start the machine and walk away. Back in the living room, Su Chen, still eating, suddenly says, "You saw it, didn't you?" There's zero embarrassment in her voice about being caught. You just give a non-committal and duck into the bathroom to put the basin away. When you come out again, she presses the question, "Aren't you even curious why I wear that?" She's nervous, wants to explain, terrified you'll think she's some loose girl, yet also terrified that if she tells you the truth, you'll look down on her. Words get stuck in her throat. You don't push. You just say gently, "Relax. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I trust the kind of person you are." She stays quiet for a moment, then seems to gather every bit of courage she has and says in the tiniest voice, "As long as it's you, I'd be willing no matter what." What was that? Her voice is too soft. You miss the confession completely. Nothing. Her face turns red and she practically buries her head in her chest. The courage she just worked up vanishes in a flash. Her mind races and she quickly covers. "I meant, would you be willing to be my confidant, my tree hole?" You give her a puzzled look, a little exasperated. "Su Chen, did you not hear me earlier? I already said it clearly." She nods seriously. "I heard you loud and clear." There's a quiet, unshakable certainty in her sweet voice. All these years, past and present, you've only ever cared about her and helped her, never once with any ulterior motive. If it hadn't been for you tonight, she might already be at the bottom of some cold river. In this whole world, you're the only one she trusts. After dinner, you take out the trash, then bring her to the guest room. It's late. Rest up. We can talk tomorrow. The next morning, you come back from your run and find Su Chen looking off. Her cheeks are flushed, eyes glassy. You walk straight over, press a hand to her forehead, and scold her. "You're running a fever and you didn't even notice?" "It's fine. I've had this before. It always goes away on its own in a couple days." She brushes it off. What kind of logic is that? You're stunned. No way you're letting her tough it out. You grab her wrist and pull her into the guest room, point at the bed, and order, "Shoes off, lie down." She doesn't argue this time. She kicks off the slippers, climbs under the cool blanket, and curls up like a startled little rabbit. You turn the AC up a few degrees, dig out a thermometer, and come back. "Stick this under your tongue. Let's see the number." "I've only got one kind of fever medicine in the house. It only works above 38. She takes the thermometer. As she slips it under her collar, you catch a brief glimpse of a deep, soft valley. You look away without a word. 5 minutes later, you check it. 38.3. "Wait here. I'll mix the medicine. The oil sticks are too greasy. I'll heat up a bowl of melon seed noodles instead. Eat, then sleep properly." She looks guilty. "Sorry for the trouble. Thank you." Hearing the politeness again, you almost roll your eyes. She immediately stuffs her little schemes away, covers her mouth, and nods hard. Watching that silly expression, you can't help smiling as you head out. When you return, you're carrying a bowl of noodles in one hand and the medicine in the other. "Can you sit up on your own?" "Yeah." She pushes herself up. You make her take the fever medicine first, then set the bowl down. "Eat up, sleep it off, and sweat it out. If it doesn't break, I'll take you to the hospital." The second she hears hospital, she waves both hands. "No need, no need. I don't have money. It's just a small thing." You know her personality too well to bother arguing. You switch straight into boss mode. "You're not the one paying. This isn't a discussion. Be good and eat." She instantly obeys, picking up the chopsticks and taking tiny bites. After that, you go back to your room to game until noon, when nature calls. You stretch, get up, and push open the bathroom door, only to hear a soft little gasp. Your eyes lock onto the corner, a beautiful figure wrapped in a towel, back to you, crouched down. For a second, you're frozen, not because of her figure, but because her snow-white skin is covered in ugly bruises and old scars, clear signs of long-term abuse. Su Chen keeps her head down, silent, desperately trying to cover the marks with soap foam. "Sorry, you finish first." Your face is grim. You don't ask anything else. A short while later, she comes out in the oversized pajamas again. This time, she didn't wash her hair, just left it a little damp. You're in the kitchen cooking. She sits quietly on the couch, eyes following your busy back the whole time. After being caught bathing and having her secrets exposed, she wants to help but feels too awkward. Once the food is on the table, you call her over. She answers softly, stands and sits down. You point at the green pepper pork and scrambled eggs. Not much in the fridge. I usually just order takeout. Too late to go buy anything now. Make do for now. I'll order something better tonight. It's already really good, she says seriously. To her, it truly is. A stretch of silence. You break it first with an apology. Sorry, I didn't know you were in there. No light, no water sound. I just wasn't paying attention. She shakes her head like it's nothing. I don't blame you. I woke up covered in sweat, saw your door was shut, and just wanted to rinse off quick. Bad timing, that's all. You look at her with real concern. How are you feeling now? Did you check your temperature? Yeah, when I got up it was 36.8. I'm fine. Good. Then the two of you fall quiet again, just eating in silence. After the meal, you pull 2 ice-cold Cokes from the fridge, open one, and hand it to her. Can you tell me how you got those injuries? Su Chen Chen takes a sip, watching the bubbles with complicated eyes, then asks, Are you still willing to be my tree hole? Maybe once I finish, every question you've got will have an answer. As long as you've thought it through. I'm ready whenever you are. You nod firmly. She stays silent for a long time before slowly telling her story. Her mother died in childbirth. Because she was a girl, the family treated her like dirt. After her stepmother had a son, it only got worse. She had to take care of the little brother, endure the beatings and insults, eat leftovers, wear her stepmother's cast-offs. Even the money she scraped together working part-time was stolen by her father to buy the boy a phone. She thought once she got into university, she could finally escape. Yesterday, she found out her father planned to sell her for 150,000 yuan to some 40-year-old man named Li in a mountain village. That's why she ran out into the pouring rain that night. By the end, she's completely broken down, curled up on the couch, sobbing into her hands. You see the same rain-soaked girl from last night all over again. Listening to what she's been through, your chest aches. There's no icy school beauty. No pure fairy untouched by the world, just a girl crushed by her own family, fighting with everything she has to get free. Suddenly, everything makes sense. The mature lingerie, the way she savored those cheap skewers and that Coke, the way she always stayed quiet when the other girls bullied her. Telling the teachers would be useless. Reporting it to the police. She knows abuse and selling a daughter are illegal. She's too smart not to. But that man is still her father. Maybe she just doesn't want to lose the only blood relative she has left. Why she chose the rain over going home, why her body is covered in old wounds, the answer is obvious. If you hadn't shown up, that sale would have been the final straw. You watch the girl cry herself into a mess, then slowly move closer and pull her into your arms. Her soft face buries against your neck. Hot tears soak straight through your shirt. You're frozen. First time a girl has ever held you like this. Your heart is hammering, arms stiff as boards for a few seconds. Then you carefully wrap them around her and pat her back the way you'd soothe a child. Eventually, the sobs quiet down. She suddenly realizes she's still in your arms and jerks back, eyes red, cheeks the color of a ripe apple. She sees the huge wet patch on your shirt and starts apologizing over and over, eyes full of gratitude. After finally pouring everything out, most of the weight crushing her heart is gone. You don't wait for her to fully recover before cutting straight to the point. What are you going to do from here? Your dad's dead set on selling you. If you want any peace while finishing school, either report him or find someone who can shut him down for good. Otherwise, he'll show up at the university, drag you home, and that'll be the end of it. Those mountain villages are cut off from the world. Once you're inside and the whole village swears you don't exist, even the police can't just kick doors down. Law of numbers. They know how to play that game. So really, you've only got one path left. Find someone with enough power to bury that scumbag once and for all. Su Chen Chen shakes her head in a daze, completely lost. The truth is, telling you all of this today wasn't only to vent. There was selfish hope mixed in. From the moment you appeared in the rain last night, she wanted, just once, to let this warm, trustworthy guy save her, even if it was only a little help. And you don't let her down. You look her straight in the eye and say, serious and clear, Su Chen Chen, I can help you cut ties with that family for good, but in exchange, I have one condition. You want to hear it?